Bay of Biscay might actually be the safest spot right now. Yeah, it is. And my escort ships, where are they active? Actually, you know what? No. Stay in the western approaches because I can control more of it. And then Bay of Biscay is going to stay as a do not go here. Western approaches is a you may sail here. I mean, it's dangerous. There's battle fleet concentration, so my warships can now actually do a thing. Carrier efficiency I don't really care about. Destroyer cruiser sub-detection don't really care about. Destroyer capital ship armor. Heavy carrier organization. Irrelevant. The next one would be Grand Battle Fleet. Although these two would be really good because they increase the escort efficiency, so let's continue working on that. Oh, Brussels is looking a little bit shaky again. You go and defend that. You need to go and send some troops to go and replenish. And you need to send some more men in there. Need to replenish. Right, how's the air battle? That's really where this is going to be won. 3,000 aircraft against my 3,700. They've got 1,500 support against my 1,500. We lost 101. They lost 243 planes. That's more like it. And that's without my radar because they stole it. Thieves. 72 support lost. We killed 167. Yeah, we are dominating in the skies at the moment. Still got about 3,200 planes to my 3,200. We're about equal. Actually, no, they're on 3,700. Probably. You can come and reinforce. Please do. We're a little bit lazy about the rotations. I'm paying for it now. We do have another unit coming in, then we can start rotating some of these out. And I've got to be grateful to India for actually helping me guard these borders, because it's allowing me to move in my strong units from their reinforcement positions. The AT. Okay, we've got 116 AT now. How many do we need to turn these into anti-tank? 500. 600 total. Okay. How's the production coming along? We've got half efficiency. Is there anything I got loads of that I could reduce production? No, not really. Might need to start producing artillery again soon. Ooh, got a shortage of fighters as well. That's not good. No, not really. How fast is the interwar? 23 kilometers. See, the new ones are going to be like 30 kilometers. 32 even, I think. They are quite dramatically quicker. and way better armoured and armed. In that they are actually armed and armoured. You back off. You back off. We've got a couple of troops over here that we can bring in. Because you're coming in to reinforce. How are you doing for skilled staffer? 800. Part of the reason I'm trying to leave you with a full complement is so that you get skilled staffer. What I could do, actually, and this is something I should have done a while ago, why don't I train 2 more? Because then I can add these to the yellow unit, and then he's also getting trained staffer. What are the Portuguese troops doing? Don't know. Can't actually see them yet. Oh, they're attacking here really hard again.
Ja, commandant. Ja, commandant. Uitdrukken. Opdrachten. Gereed, commandant.
Medium tank attacking. No, heavy tanks. The Schwere Kampfwagen Division. But they're not as good as Infantry mit Panzerunterstützung. Improved infantry equipment. Good. It means I can finally get the 1942 guns. Not to mention extra soft attack. You need to back off. You need to go in. You need to go in. And you need to go in. Already, good. Alright, so we seemingly have stabilized this. How is Belgium doing? 0 manpower. Scraping the barrel. I think we're going to be seeing the last of the Belgians fairly soon. Their units are getting quite weak. And it has been the Belgians leading quite a few of the attacks against us. I think it's Belgium that initiates the attack, and then Germany goes, oh, you're attacking, okay, we'll help. As opposed to Germany actually doing it. So if I can beat the Belgians off... They're attacking Antwerp. It's the first time for that. Yeah, that's leaving me stretched rather thin down here, which I'm not appreciating. Little flag down the bottom right corner. If you click it, changes all the units to show your nation's colours. Makes the flying up easier to spot. Yeah, I remember turning that off the first time I started playing. Oh, there. I remember this being really confusing because, like, these guys are showing up red, so I'd see those Indians as bad guys. This. I get what you were saying, I just don't think the Portuguese are here. I suspect they're probably in Indonesia. Although they do tend to arrive where your capital is, don't they? If they've even arrived yet. We have very low manpower. No, we don't. Game, how many times have I been playing now? 600,000 is about as high manpower as I ever let myself get to. Submarines are doing a lot of damage here. Canadian. Not seeing the Portuguese at all. Who's King of Poland? That would be Frederick Christian. Although Poland is a German puppet, it's not just a member of the Reichspakt. They declared war on Germany and, yeah, it didn't go well. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to get more oil. No, we can hold out for a little bit longer. October. We have almost 800 planes more than they do. Shot down 5. Ooh, lost a fair amount of close air support this time. Mine or... yeah, mine. We lost 124 fighters. They lost 240. 2 for 1 shot down. That's good. Yeah, we are caning them in the skies at the moment. Which is really good, because if we look at these battles, we can see... oh, not you. How much damage our Air Force is doing. Actually, their Air Force did more this time. 403 organization, 251 strength damage dealt, versus 107 orc versus 65 strength. And up here, probably even more. No. Okay, my close air support are not doing nearly as much as I expected them to be. They are all active, right? Yes. Whoa, big attack. Now, is this still the Belgians? Are they just getting desperate? Yeah, these are still primarily Belgian attacks. Send in some reinforcements that way. Over here, you need to back out. You need to back out. You need to go in. You need to go there. You need to go there. More Indian troops seem to be arriving. We've got 7 French divisions have just been sitting up there doing absolutely nothing. Ah, more ground support. Excellent. What's that? Naval mission, strategic bombing, interception detection. All of those, I would say, are not that important. So instead, we're going to get better fuel... oh, actually, let's get excavation. Yes, that's probably a better move. So I can reduce the amount of reliance I have on importing steel in particular.
Opdrachten! Voorwaarts! Blijven aanvallen!
How many casualties have we inflicted now? 1.36 million against the Germans, of which 1 million are done by me. Germany's done 253,000 to me, so it's 4-1 kill death. It's actually down a bit. We were at 5-1. Meanwhile, how are we doing against Brazil? We're killing a lot. Oh, no, we're actually making some inroads now. Very slowly, and probably with great deal of supply problem. Yep, 30% attrition. Beautiful. Oh. Ah! Hello, Entente Navy! Finally! Sinking a bunch of friendships there. Nice of you to join us, Canada. It's about time. Do I want to risk sending you guys out? We'll give it a go. How the submarine's doing. We are one submarine short. So what I'm going to do is we're going to build one more submarine, and then we're going to go double production of Amsterdam destroyers. Because it is the destroyers that we're short on now. Yep, my navy can come and play as well now that support has arrived, finally. Battle is joined. First proper fleet engagement in a while. Wild Ace has appeared. Ah. Yeah. That's something I forgot about. Oil. Let's reduce the amount of steel we're buying in. And increase the amount of oil. Hopefully this is fairly short term. Oh, getting smashed up here. Let's make sure we got some extra troops coming in. This is all good. You're looking a little finicky. Ooh, yeah, you are. So are you. Meanwhile, air battles. We have only 83% air detect. Oh, it's because of my time. We've lost 120, they've lost 220. Okay. There we are, sent packing.
Luisteren! Opdrachten!
More French troops arriving. That's stabilized.
En op los!
You and you really need to back off. You need to go in there. Okay, I think we're fine. Needed to make a couple of rapid changes there, but I think we've done it. Oil supplies are coming in nicely. They are attacking me heavily here. So let's go and send in some support here as well. Dutch Navy versus their submarines. Submarines versus their convoys with a 5% screen. We're fighting their destroyers. We're fighting their destroyers. And the Entente's still here. Good. Now it looks like there's a real fight going on for the English Channel. Wait. What? province I've lost.
Richten.
Problem is, once I lose a province, I'm not regaining it.
Geef acht.
The other problem is much lower level defenses. Tier 2 AT, finally.
Opdrachten.
We got defenses in place.
Zoekdekking.
Oh dear, this is not good. Oh, please tell me these are Indian troops on the way to me, although they're only militia. PSA has pretty much wiped these guys out. How has the AUS not surrendered yet? 83% towards capitulation. 68% towards capitulation. Good grief. Meanwhile, attacks in Brazil, not really amounting to very much. I think Brazil's just a waste of resources.
Gereed, commandant.
Get into the fight. Thank you.
Aantreden.
Now they're really hitting us. Apparently they didn't like the arrival of the Canadian Navy. How come Canada's not eaten up New England? Because the CSA took it. We're building destroyers at a feral clip now as well. Okay, so all of those productions have stopped. That's good. How are we doing for surpluses? 189 ATs. That's the problem.
Bevelen. We trekken terug.
Yeah, they're attacking in many new locations now.
Uitdrukken.
Especially against the Netherlands, which is bad because these are the actual German regular units. I mean, I can retreat out of Friesland to then hold on to Holland, and I can probably hold that pretty much indefinitely. Although it is not very well developed. Not to mention all the damage done, and also the industry I will lose.
Opdrachten. Geef acht. Geef
Well, the casualties we're about to inflict are about to go up. 1.1 million losses now. And we have complete air superiority. There's 1,700 planes deficit, or difference. We lost 118, they lost 227. Which is going to be making the defences a little bit easier to manage. They're on service by requirement down to about 600,000 manpower. Although they might still be mobilising, yeah they probably are. Because they started mobilising way after I did. The other thing I should double check is how you're doing in terms of repairs. Because a couple of those ships definitely need repairs. That was a great battle. 10 French destroyers sunk. I'm actually kind of amazed how many ships France has managed to build since they became a country. Let's get all of this up and repaired. It's going to leave me with 5 ships, so I need to stop my strike force from sailing at the moment. Holding on to all of this is going to get more and more difficult. Have you been promoted yet? You have. Ah! Urban Assault and Jungle Rat. Let's get you adaptable. I think this is the first time I've ever had not just one person with adaptable, but 2. And Petrus Wilhelmus Best is now a level 7. He's trying to outdo Helfrich. Helfrich's also a level 7. Canada's starting to shift troops into Britain. Is Canada preparing for a D-Day? Because we already have a hold. Like, just send those to the front line. They would be very welcome. Okay, looks like we held, despite the disaster. However, I now need to hold 2 provinces instead of just the 1. If anything ever gets built, that would be nice. Step away for 2 hours, come back, borders exact same place. Yeah, this is hard to find. But things have changed. Like, the Entente Navy has finally arrived. Entente's starting to shift some troops over into this theatre. Colombia, Venezuela, and Ecuador all fell. Those are now Entente nations. And it looks like... I'm not sure. The Entente's trying to push into Brazil, but that's almost impossible to do. And Austria has a lot of troops over here. That sucks a bit.